Hi, it's Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Double Trouble from 1992. So let's get started. It was a beautiful morning on the island of Thomas the Tank Engine. Blue paint sparkled in the sunshine as he puffed happily along his branch line with Andy and Clarabelle. He was very pleased with himself. "Hello, Thomas," whispered Percy. "You look suspended." "Yes, indeed," boasted Thomas. "Blue is the only proper paint for an engine." "Oh, I don't know. I like my brown paint," said Toby. "I had always been green. I wouldn't want to be any other color either," added Percy. "Well, well, anyway," huffed Thomas, "blue is the only color for a real useful engine. Everyone knows that." Percy said no more. He took Glen at Toby. Later, Thomas was resting when Percy arrived. A large hopper was loading his freight car full of coal. Thomas was still being cheeky. "Careful," he warned. "Watch out with those silly cars." Go on," muttered the cars. "And by the way," went on Thomas, "those buffers don't look very safe to me. The last car poured down." "Percy, help, help," cried Thomas. "Get me out." Percy was worried, but he couldn't help laughing. Thomas' smart blue paint was covered in coal dust from the smoke box to Bonkers. "Ha ha," cheeked Percy. "You don't look really useful now, Thomas. You look really disgraceful." "I'm not disgraceful," choked Thomas. "You did that on purpose. Get me out." It took so long to clean Thomas that he wasn't in time for his next train. Toby had to take Andy and Clarabelle. "Poor Thomas," whispered Andy to Clarabelle. They was most upset. Thomas was grumpy in the shed that night. Toby thought it was a great joke, but Percy was cross with Thomas for thinking he had made his paint dirty on purpose. Fancy a really useful blue engine like Thomas becoming a disgrace to Sir Top Hat, Topham Hatter Railroad. Next day, Thomas was feeling more cheerful as he watched Percy bring his cars from the junction. The cars was heavy, and Percy was tired. "Have a drink," said the driver. "Then you'll feel better." The water column stood at the end of the island with the unsafe buffer. Suddenly, Percy found that he couldn't stop. The buffer didn't stop him either. "Oh," wailed Percy. "Help, the buffer was broken," and Percy was will dive in coal. It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything. Now Percy had learned his lesson too. He chucked to himself. That night the two engines made up their cores. I didn't cause your accident on purpose," Thomas whispered Percy. "You do know that, don't you?" "Of course," replied Thomas, "and I'm sorry I teased you. Your green paint looks suspended again, too. In the future, we'll both be more careful of coal." So that was Double Trouble from 1992. If you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a good every day with another video coming out real soon.